Well, I could have won, but I was being sporting. But then I stole second by dropping right in front of Kayla. But anyway, so everything seemed. I know what you mean, Doss. Where it's like, oh, everything's like so nice, and now it has to end, and there's like you can't do nothing about it.
Right. So yeah, I FaceTimed her just to like check and be like, just making sure like, I like you. I think you're great. But it doesn't seem like I'm gonna be getting an invite to Victoria here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
she's like, yeah, I think, and like we just had like our fun, is what how she described it. And I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like
yeah,
that makes sense. I don't have that much experience with relationships and stuff like this, but I'm an adult and I get it. Like it's all good.
yeah.
And so I was like, and so that, but that was like soul crushing, and Kayla knows that.
Right.
Over on the FaceTime, I was like, yeah, all good for sure, man. But after, I was like, man, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal shit here. And so yeah, that's where I was at up until like last night, and then
Yeah.
I decided to play Fortnite with my buddy Diesel. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were playing Fortnite, and then he we were just talking about, we were actually talking about Trista because I never fully spilled the tea to him about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, all right, cool, and then he was like, yeah, I was talking with Jada earlier, and I kind of I told her some of the what I knew, and I was like, what? You were hanging out with Jada when? And he was like, oh, like last week, like Tuesday, and I'm like, interesting, because we had a date on fucking Wednesday, and he was like, you're joking me, and I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, really? Because we were so close to hooking up, and I just couldn't do it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my
And we
God.
had like a total, like, it wasn't like a awkward thing. It was like a bonding experience of us both realizing at the same time that she's a total whore.
Hey,
Oh.
And no, I will say it, because she was. What do you call that? Sorry, I'm not slut shaming, but what do you call that, Kayla? Free spirit?
she's sexually liberated. She just likes to have casual sex.
But it's great. Well, but then we discovered together that she had. We're like 95% sure she hooked up with at least one other person while she was here. And I'm
Oof.
like, all right, Jada, I see how it is.
She's a
She's
player.
having
She's
her
a player.
she's having her fun. That's
She's a
a
total
shame
player.
though, because you were like in love, and then it's
Wait,
like,
don't say that. I was crushing.
or like,
I was crushing
it
hard.
was like crushing hard, and like when you find out the other person's like they enjoy it, but it's just not the same for them. It's like it hurts.
Yes, Dylan, you get me.
I've been there.
Thanks, bro. But yeah, but like, yeah, so that's where I'm at now. Where I explained it to Kayla this way as like, what did I say last time, Kayla? Like 5 minutes ago, what did I say?
You were like, oh, it's so good.
The difference was that like,
Oh, you weren't good enough for someone that you liked.
yeah,
But in actuality, everybody's good enough for what she wants.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was what yes. So that's where I'm at now, and I'm just like, all right, well then that's just not what she was trying
Yeah.
to do, and I
Sure.
kind of.
Yeah.
Because I fully believe if she's the type of person that wanted like a boyfriend, you would have been more than good enough. Because the way you
Thanks,
described the
Dylan.
first one, like, it sounded like good. But she's like,
Just not
you know,
doing
some
that.
people are even sometimes, like, it's common, like, what you call it? Oh, I'm in my hoe phase where I sleep around, trying
Yeah.
different stuff, and just, like, having a good time.
That's what Kayla's
Lot of-
trying to do. She's not succeeding though, but that was the goal.
No.
I could never do that.
I
I'm too
can't.
obsessive.
If I find a good person I like, I want to keep them. I
I'm
don't want to
sorry.
have to.
I'm sorry. I'm
because,
sorry. I'm
Because dating
sorry.
is stricken down. Because dating sucks. Like trying to find someone to date sucks. So like, I don't want to have
Yeah.
to do that like 10 times.
I know, that's what I was talking about with Diesel last night. Is like, I don't want to like get to know a new person. Like that sounds like ass.
All the time.
Because I've only ever been
And,
with
like,
people who I've
think
known
of-
for like 5 years plus.
Yeah. Because think of like the even like the excitement stage of like, oh my goodness, like I think this is gonna happen. This pretty person I'm gonna get to be with or something. And like it's really stressful, and you feel like crap, but you also feel great.
Yeah.
And like to have to do that over and over sounds miserable.
It does. It does sound.
Where
very
it's like,
rough.
oh, I feel great, but it might, you know?
Yeah.
Because like with that girl Hannah that I lost my virginity to, I remember going like, "This is great," and like everything seems to be going well. It's only been like a day, but like I see this going really well. We get along, and then it just like it didn't work out, and it was very like crushing. It was very crushing for me because that was like my first, and I was like, man, like what did I do wrong? And it's like, well, nothing necessarily. She was a little immature, so
Yeah,
she was like.
I was gonna bring that up
Yeah.
to you. The situation with you and Hannah, I feel like
Yeah.
it's pretty similar
Similar-ish.
to my.
All
It's
sport.
similar-ish. Yeah.
Sporting. Ow. I guess Kayla's not sporting.
Never has been.
Kayla will rue the day she. Oh, she
I
already.
have never won a race. Leave me alone. Let me have
You know
it.
what? Fair. But yeah, because like Hannah was like, it was a new person too. Because I've always like I've known people, but like it was someone that I like kind of was starting to get to know and like, ooh, exciting, and then like very quickly rewarded like, oh, and ooh, I think I did good, and like this is exciting, and then like, actually it's not working out, and then feeling like shit, and then like later her being like, well, it was too much too soon. I'm like, not really. I just like with how that went. Because she's like, you want to come on a car ride with me to Stettler to pick up a car? I said, sure. And then to her, that's, oh, you're too clingy. I was like, you're the one that invited me, so that's random. But then with like Crystal and then with Lloyd especially, Kayla has told you, I'm sure, about how annoying I was about fucking, oh my god, I think he likes me and I can't. It was like a month and it was like it's stressful and amazing, but awful. Like the excitement was like next level, but it also felt like shit.
Right.
Because it's like, man, because like fear of what if it doesn't work out?
Fear. Yeah.
And so stuff like it's crushing to like, oh, I think it's working out, and then you get the rug pulled out from you, sorta.
Yeah.
But like just fucking casually, it's so scary. For starters, more than anything, I'm just afraid of STDs, man.
Well, you can. They make some. For
I
that
mean, you
though.
wear a
Kayla
condom
sells
and then you just don't. You wear a condom, you don't perform oral, and you're probably going to be okay. But I'm a giving lover, and that seems unfair.
I
They have
performed
dental
a
dams for
lot
that.
of oral.
That's true. Oral's great. Frankly. I'll say what we're all thinking. Oral is great.
Oh, it is. It's the best. Some would
You know
say.
what? I'm gonna say it. I've never liked it. So there.
Well, you're a.
Receiving or giving?
Receiving.
Oh, what? That's
Yeah,
like my
never.
If there's a scale or a spectrum on like from like 1 to 10 of enjoyment for like things you can do in sex, giving that for me is like a 9.
What?
It's
I'm like so into
you
it.
like
I'm
making
this is the
someone feel
best.
good.
Like this is the
I
best ever.
like
Well,
it.
I guess that's the same for me then.
Really?
Paul Walker.
Like
Me-
giving
As a-
is a 9 or a 10 for me.
Wow. Because as a girl, I
Easy.
think that would be very annoying. It seems
No,
way more
no.
difficult if you're a girl, though.
Yeah.
Much more complex and like.
Get a lot
hard
sore
work.
neck.
I've gotten such
Here's
a
the thing:
horrible
as
shock,
much
man.
like Kayla, I agree. I have something wrong with my penis because like it feels okay, but it doesn't feel. Blowjobs are like have the reputation of being the greatest thing you'll ever receive, and like, oh my god, I'd kill my family for a blowjob because it feels so good. And I'm like, that's just not true. It's not true. They don't feel that good, regardless. I've had 3 of them from different people, and they've all been the same. I've had more than 3 in general, but like I've had 3 variations of a blowjob, and frankly, they've been highly overrated and oversold by the media, by society.
Oh my god.
They're
Kayla Sport.
sport
Oh
my
god.
ass, please.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, can I tell
You
you?
can save that.
Can I
Please
save that.
I'm
Please.
going to. Oh my god.
But I'm speaking straight facts. You know this to be true. It might be
Listen, I'll
because I
get
got
you.
a fucking. Listen, I'll give. Maybe it's because I had a fucking what you call it. There circumcision, so my dick maybe lost sensitivity. Maybe if I was fully sensitive, it'd be better.
Right?
But that's not the world I live in, and it's you know it's good, but it's just it ain't it.
Let me tell you my perspective. I was on like I was kind of in a similar boat with you up until like
Yeah.
4 days ago because Jade is really good at it.
Okay, so it's the right person, is what you're saying.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
Do you have
unfortunately.
sensitivity problems though? Because I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm definitely missing some.
I will never come with a condom on. I don't think. I don't think that's in the
Really?
cards for me because even though it feels good, it'll never. Because I've had it raw and I've had it with condom, and there's a difference that like
I've
I
had
just
it with
can't achieve
condom.
with and without condom. Because Crystal was on the patch, so like I didn't have to.
That was bold of
But
you.
like even Lloyd, I've messed around a couple times. Stuff's happened, and I've like you just kind of like try it out. It's like wow, much better.
Well, this is a
Sex
great
with condom
conversation.
is great, but it's just never gonna right. Look at us driving through the sky talking about BJ's. It's just even with I've got the new Trojan Raw. It feels like nothing's there truly. Almost like
Fuck Trojan.
it's just fucking. One doesn't feel good on my cack.
I love one so much.
They're too thick. I need that
They're
bear
the
skin. I need it
best.
to. I basically need to not have a condom on. Raw sex in the bussy is better than any blowjob,
Pussy,
and I
he
don't think
says.
there's much different. It's a warm, hot hole, but there's different.
There's different.
Sorry, there's different holes. Frankly, nothing's better than a man's rear.
Oh
What's
my
that from? It's
God.
that Scooby-Doo Djibouti W. It's like the natural wetness of a man's rear.
What the fuck?
The ghoulish butt monster believes the natural wetness of a man's rear is the best thing. Zoink Scoob, this guy's sick.
This chunk's filled with blood and cum.
Blood and cum in the back of the van.
I was like, what was
He's
I
still
gonna
not
say?
breathing. He's not fucking dead, Velma. What was that, Dust?
What was I gonna say? I had something to say. and
What
I
were you
forgot.
gonna say?
Kayla, do you have anything
I'm
to add
sorry.
to this?
No, I just love giving blowjobs, dude. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but like, I've never had a man be disappointed in my abilities, and they've always
Good for
acted
you.
like I am a gift from God. So I don't know.
Do they have foreskin?
Some of them did. Not all of them. Most of
How
them
many
didn't.
people-
That-
How many people have you been with, Kayla?
8.
Those
7
are rookie
penises.
numbers. You gotta bump those up. No, I'm kidding.
Eight people, 7 fetuses.
7 penises
Eight.
and
I've
one
had
who had
sex with
just
8
balls.
people, and I've.
Man, I'm way in the. I
7
am at the
penises.
back of the fucking pack here. What are you at, Dylan? 4?
3.
3?
It could have been 4 if Kay had followed through, but Christian talked her out of it, and it pissed me off.
Oh, cough block. Oh,
Did I
didn't
tell you about that whole
sorry.
story?
Yeah,
I'll
you
tell you
did,
about
you
it
did.
after. Do your thing.
I almost,
Oh,
who won
yeah.
that? I didn't see who won.
It was
Okay,
me
I got
by a
it.
split screen finish.
Jada's mom hates me, and she tried to cock block me. Because,
Really?
Because
Why?
Jada's mom was the school counselor at PPS, so she always heard about all the bad shit I did. And when she found out that Jada was hanging out with me, she was like, "You be careful around that boy, because he's hurt a lot of people." And I'm like, "I don't hurt shit. What the fuck? Like, why are you trying to?" And it
What a hater.
did not work. What an absolute hater.
Yeah.
Clearly didn't work though. But oh, hey,
Text
I know
her
what
a
it is.
picture of you
First-
getting it in the back of the car. You're like, I won, bitch.
Oh my god. Yeah, you want to meet up, or you want this meet up in your guts?
I love that.
Okay, yeah, and first of all, Trojans are like Ziploc bags. They're terrible. They're the worst condom you can get.
Why? Are they too loose?
Not. Well, that gives like certain connotation, but yes.
Yes, my penis is not big enough to fill a Trojan. Mine neither. That's why I get the bearskins, because they're skinny.
Oh, that's good.
Because there's Trojan Magnum and blah blah. Any condom, for me, has a little bit of, what do you call it? A little bit of
Slack?
crinkle at the end of the bag. Yeah, it's got a little bit of slack. They never. I'm outing myself. I'm average size. I don't have an 8-inch, 12-inch dick that fucking stretches out a Trojan. Sorry. I just work with what
that's-
God gave me. The creator blessed me with a great personality and average